Innistrad Midnight Hunt is approaching, and you can become a part of the pack. All pre-orders for Innistrad Midnight Hunt products will come with an all-new exclusive Covert Go Blue Wolf token. Every single sealed product, commander deck, bundle, everything that's coming with the new set gets upgraded with a CGB token for free. Get your pre-orders in and join the Midnight Hunt. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, it's the day you've been waiting for. Eldraine has rotated, along with Ikoria, along with Theros Beyond Death, along with M21, Ugin, Yorion, Lurrus, whatever was left of Theros, and all of Eldraine gone. Out of here, and in their place, Innistrad, Midnight Hunt. A new moon has risen, and let's get right into it. I'm excited to play for you a werewolf deck. I think it's appropriate. I know that there are many other things that you guys are looking forward to, and I plan to deliver on all of it, day after day, until there's nothing left to play, because that's what we do. Different deck every day, to the best of my ability. And I did try out some different formats, like Brawl and Historic, but Nothing gets me like Standard. Standard's home. And we've got to get right to solving Standard. So, looking at our Wolf deck, we've got this nice, sweet curve of deliciousness going on. We got these Shadow Skull Smash things I'm just going to hide over here. And Gruul it's got so much. There are so many good options for Gruul in the new meta. And if you're going to try to go in a wolf direction, there are some cards I think you have to play. Kessig Naturalist being a big one. This one creates a red or green whenever it attacks, and you get to keep the mana until the end of your turn to use on something next main phase. But really, if you flip it, it becomes a beast. The Lord of Ulvenwald, a 3/3 that gives other wolves and werewolves +1/+1 and still makes mana when it attacks. So a very sweet 2-drop there, especially on the play where it might flip. The next new card that we're going to talk about is Tolvar, the Dire Overlord. This is 1 in a red-green for a 3/3, and whenever a wolf or werewolf you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. If multiple wolves or werewolves hit the player, you draw multiple cards. It's awesome. But on the Nightbound side, which doing the day-night thing, it's a little confusing. Rather than try to explain it, you can either check out the ArenaCraft podcast, where we go in depth on it, or you can go watch the gameplay, where I'm sure you'll see some of it in action, which makes it a little easier to understand. Yeah, I'll try to explain it as I go. But the flip side is a 4/4 that can Kessig Wolf run something. The X and the red and the green. Target wolf or werewolf gets +X/+O and trample till end of turn. Awesome with a lot of mana. I wonder what makes a lot of mana. Then we've got 2 copies of Primal Adversary, the 3-mana 4/3 wolf with trample, but with extra mana in the late game, you can put +1/+1 counters on it and make lands into 3/3 wolf creatures. How exciting. They have haste. And then Reckless Stormseeker, speaking of haste, 2 in a red for a 2/3 human werewolf at rare. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature gets +1/+0 and gains haste. It can target itself, so at its worst, it's a 3/3 haste for 3. But it can also give haste to your other creatures and cards. Amazing with pretty much all the other creatures in the deck. And it also says on the Nightbound side that it's a 3/4 that gives +2/+0 trample and haste. Keeps the pressure on. Arlen, the Pack's Hope, is a new Planeswalker. Has day, night, makes mana, becomes 5/5 indestructible. The +1 lets you play creatures at flash speed, which has a lot to do with how the deck plays out and massacres opponents. And the -3 makes 2/2 wolf creature tokens. Very exciting. Next to it are 4 copies of Asika's Chariot, because one of the better combos that you're going to find in the new standard is Reckless Stormseeker, giving haste to Asika's Chariot. It makes 2 creatures, then it makes another creature, and it gets in for 4. That's nuts. And then we've got Goldspan Dragon, because if you're playing red, you need a good reason not to play Goldspan Dragon, and I don't think this deck has one. There are many wolves and werewolves that we could play that are more thematically appealing, but the deck has a lot of uses for the mana. And another important thing about Goldspan Dragon, I wanted a 2-mana removal spell that didn't absolutely suck. Dragon's Fire with Goldspan really makes it much more playable. There are a few tricks you can do. If you flash in your dragon, not very normal, but if you flash it in, it comes in as a 5/5, so Dragon's Fire hits for more. If you buff it with Ranger's class, the Dragon's Fire hits for more. If you buff it with the Reckless Stormseeker, it hits for more. If you buff it with the Wolf Run, it hits for more. So there's a way to get lots of scale out of your 2-mana removal spells. I can't tell you how many times I was told to run Blizzard Brawl or Frostbite, but here's the thing. No snowlands. I just don't think you can do it, because if we replaced our basics with snows, you'd only have 10 basics, and the idea of actually getting 3 of those on the battlefield to take advantage of Blizzard Brawl and Frostbite seems really weird to me, and I don't think it's going to get there. But our new mana bases are awesome because we have Pathways and Rockfall Veils, and we have Creature Lands, and we have Shatter Skull Smashing. So I don't think snowlands are worth it. I think snowlands really only belong in mono-colored aggro decks now with Faceless Haven, and I don't think they go anywhere else, but we'll see. I mean, maybe I'm wrong and things will play out, but right now, if I'm running at least a friendly color pair, like with these Rockfall Veils, with these new dual lands, which I think are absolutely amazing, I'm definitely not going to play snow. I think that that's a good idea. A few other cards that didn't make the cut. Werewolf Pack Leader just turned out to be tough on mana, and it competes with this card for the spot. I wanted to give the nod to the new card in this case and try more of a werewolf themed deck, because while Werewolf Pack Leader is a sweet card, I was just having too much trouble casting it on turn 2 and lining it up here. Jaspera, Sentinel, and Magda. You could build a deck around those, but it wouldn't have room for the werewolf package. It might still have room for, let's say, a Reckless Stormseeker, but you won't have room for Tol Valar and Kessig Naturalist and that stuff. So those are on the sideline for now. Jaspera Sentinel in particular is a 1-drop I would love to have in the deck, but right now we're rolling without 1-drops and rolling from 2 mana through 5 mana of just delivering the goods every turn after turn 1. Might be a little slow on the draw. We're gonna, of course, find out when we play it. There's also a Lightning Bolt that only works on the night side. For 1 red, you get to deal 3 damage to any target, but only if it's night. Otherwise, it's a 3 mana spell. I don't think that's playable either. I'm not trying to turn everything from day to night. I'm trying to play cards that are perfectly good and thematic on the day side, and maybe we get to night and it's extra bonus. But really, I would prefer my opponent get me tonight, because yeah, if I play one of these early enough, especially on the play, that could happen. And if we just happen to be on the night side, oh, is it the right side, baby? So yeah, we're gonna see how the wolves play out. I'm excited to play them for you today. Are you ready to howl at the moon? Let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin. Target acquired. On the play. On the play. We go first, yes? We do. We're going to need to draw land. We run 26 of them. I think that's a reasonable keep. Even if we miss the land, this might make the mana that we need. So let's give it a shot. Look at this curve, though, if we hit a land. Rogues? Rogues, didn't you rotate? Welcome to daytime. God, that looks kind of silly. You also have this over here. I was gonna draw 2 lands. Frostbite? All right, we drew a land. Best land we could draw too. Let's get in there. There's gonna be a lot of howling. Just get used to that sound effect. Getting some play here. Getting crabbed, getting crabbed. Look at the lands rolling in. I also got to transform because the opponent didn't play a spell. They could have a counter spell here, but they don't have double blue. Let's bring down the, let's see, red or green, red or green, red or green. I'll go green. Let's go for the chariot. This is a high upside play. If this actually works. Okay, divide by 0. Didn't full-on counter it, and they're taking 5 here, so it's not like they completely stopped our turn. Look at that. Look at that critter hit. So the opponent can double spell to change it back. And we know they have 1 cheap spell. Let's see if they can put 2 together and transform this back into the front side. My God, look at all the lands that we had on top of our deck. All right, they know about the chariot. Let's just not play into it and go for a ranger class instead. Resolves. Sweet. Let's go to combat, put a counter here. That resolves. Now, if we double spell here, we flip back, so we kind of want to avoid that. We'd prefer to cast the Dragon's Fire on their turn, maybe on their upkeep, but let's see what they do here. Prismari Command. Okay. And they're digging. Could have also activated the ranger class, but I don't know. Getting rid of the crab is probably a good idea. I don't know. I guess in hindsight I would have activated the class, since we don't want a double spell. Crab down. Five mana. Do something cool. Teach by example. They're going for the laughter. They're going for it. Can they get our whole deck? I doubt it. Yeah, that was like 5 cards. Yeah, you got 22 cards more to go. Not enough. Not enough. They did double spell. And they're not quite dead. Let's see if they can find a way to finish it with just 2 life. Can they do the whole combo again? They cannot. Ow! We battle Neil. We're on the play again. Today is awesome. Courtesy tap, so it doesn't hold priority. But yeah, we definitely start with the naturalist. Always start with the naturalist if you can, has been what I find. Because turn 2, the opponent, especially on the draw, might not have a spell. Ooh, party. We get to look at party in the new format. All right, they got the Glade Walker. They're gonna put a counter on the Arc Priest. Maybe? No? Here? Okay. We could trade. How defensive do we want to be? I don't. I just don't. I would love to kill this. Oh, we drew another Dragon's Fire. Perfect. So we get to do this. Remove you. Now we get to attack with this and play Ranger class this turn. Because it makes a mana. We could also remove the Arc Priest. I don't think that's necessary, though. Next turn, we'll either play the Arlen, or we might, like, level the class, and then cast Dragon's Fire on their turn and flip our Naturalist to buff our Wolves. And you can feel the snowballing nature of the deck. We do have to watch out, though. Our opponent can turn it back from night to day. Oh, they get rid of the class. Okay. They've got the Vandal. By double spelling, which is pretty easy for this deck to do. 2 of those. Well, we can play the Dragon, but we'd have to basically trade this away. Arlen minus is pretty good. We could also remove a creature. I guess they're going to block this, right? Do we want them to block it with an Arc Priest? Not really, because it threatens to make our other creatures so much better. But it also gives us a double attack. We just don't have any other use for it. We could attack with this and see if they'll trade it for an Arc Priest. Probably not, right? I think that's a fine attack. They don't block it with the Vandal. I guess they're just worried about what I might have. I thought they'd just bounce it with Vandal. So let's make the Wolves. And see if our opponent can put together a party here. And they have 2 Clerics and 1 Mystery. Man, 2 Wolf tokens on a 4-mana Planeswalker seems so good. Yeah, there's Limvala. Can you do anything else? With 1 white open. Doesn't seem like the deck usually can. It's usually just Arc Priest at that mana value. Sika's Chariot is not something we can play at flash speed. So this is going to be a little bit cringy. Not exactly the way we want it to go. But I think we're supposed to play the Chariot. But we can also Dragon's Fire this. If we pass... Yeah, we just pass turn here, right? So we can flip to the night side. Because this will pump all these wolves. Then on the opponent's turn here. See if we can kill this. Or if they have concerted defense. They can make their creatures indestructible this turn, which is frustrating. Or hexproof. But our creatures are bigger. So let's see if they can double spell here to flip this back. If they can't, it's going to be a beating. They do have a land. They have a 5-mana Paragon. That's not going to do it. They get Realm Walker or Trap Finder. Looks like Realm Walker is the selection. So if they attack here, like, these are indestructible. Do we want to trade Wolves to keep Arlen, which comes over for like 5 damage or makes mana? I don't think so. I think we just let her die.
Retreat into the night.
Okay. Let's bring out Goldspan. See if we can kill him. Can they deal 18 to us? Is there a world where that's possible? 1, 2, 3, 12 plus 4. We're threatening lethal, so they have to block something, and then they would have to, despite having 2 Arc Priests, still assemble a party, and it would still have to be a ton of damage. I don't think they can. I see that the party bug is still happening. You can hear kind of the weird sound effect. I'll turn those down at least for a minute. They trade the Paragon, which makes sense. Can they find lethal, though? Can they find the lethal? Actually, I should leave the... Oh, that sound. That sound, though. Realm Walker comes out. You're going to need one more type for the party. They choose Wizard. Can they find a Wizard? And even if they can, I don't think it's enough damage. 5, 10, 12. Looks like they don't have an answer to the Goldspan. A fan? Love you too. It's new set day, okay? We can share the love. Another Dragon's Fire is nice. The Dragon's Fires were so clutch in this game. And that's why we need that sweet 2-mana removal spell. A turtle. I wonder if they run the turtle. Well, we knew it would happen someday. We're on the draw, but we have some of the better cards on the draw. The value cards, Dragon's Fire as a removal, Arlen as a token generator. So we'll give it a shot. Ranger class pretty good too. I'm going to try to hold the smashing. If I end up paying 3 life for it later, you can blame me for being greedy. You can say I was too greedy here. If we play our own class, having the second class is pretty bad. I think we hold up the Dragon's Fire here. If they activate the class, we remove the wolf and they have no board and we break the serve. Okay, they go for it. If they have a Snakeskin Veil, it's a blowout. But die is cast and we got away with it. So let's go ahead and play our own class here. Play this tapped. Maybe the adversary, whatever you want to say it, will be able to attack later. They've got Chariot. Nice. Oh, going second. Going second is hard. So we could Arlen and make some wolves. If the opponent attacks the Chariot into a horde of them, we can block with a bunch of them. We'd also play our own Chariot. It's kind of a question mark of which one is better here. I think we want to slow roll the Arlen. I've got to find a way, man. We've got to find the way through the nonsense. Slam. Okay, yeah, their curve is amazing. Run in 7, make a tree. Chariot, attack, copy the tree. Yeah, their draw is flawless. I want to make this deck too. Look at that. Look at that. 2 5/5s. And a Planeswalker left over. Like, do we have counterplay to that at all? Is there anything we can do? We need a Goldspan Dragon right here. And even then, these have reach, so that doesn't do it. Like, there's really no hope, right? So somehow we need a mana explosion. I guess if we got this to the night side, we could do it, but there's no way that's going to happen. There's just no way. We can't... I guess we can get this to a 5/5 attack. They can kill it. Then we're down to 1 token to deal with. I guess so. Sorry, guys. Really tough game. Yeah, I don't see how we get out of this. Now they just get to draw endless land. They revealed 4 land. Good to know, though, that they can't take the Amiria's calls. They make an angel token? Okay. This is... We are bested by the superior gamer for sure. Alright. We draw another tapped land. That's unfortunate. I thought maybe doing 3 to this would be good. I think we have to try something kind of nonsense. If the opponent blocks with the angel, we have a pretty good smashing, but we still have a tree folk to deal with. I'm just waiting for them to play Amiria's Call as well. I mean, they've revealed 3 of them, but they could have another for sure. All right. They make another Tree Folk token. 7/7 this time. Okay. These will block here. Holy crap. I have been thoroughly dominated on this day. 4 life. Block, block, take 4 in the air. Well, there's no way out. There's no way out this time. Ooh, going... Ooh. Ooh. I'm gonna feel that one in the morning. Alright. Nasty, another 2-lander. This is the 3rd 2-lander today. I'm about to go up to 27 land. Okay, okay. What do we put away? Is it the Stormseeker or the Tovalar? I think on the play we keep the card drawer here. I guess we'll play this because we might draw a Lair of the Hydra off the top. This will eventually be untapped anyway. All right, let's see if they have a play this turn. I bet they will. It would be nice if they didn't. It'd be nice to flip that day into night, you know? I think the next version of the deck I'll try will cut this for the pack leader again. I think having pack leader in the deck, you need to skew the mana base intensely towards getting double green, because that's pretty hard to do, but I think it's worth a try. I think what we do here is just play this and trade. I mean, they're gonna trade. I get to draw a card if they don't. Oh, oh, whoop. Okay then. Cool. They're reading the card now. Wait, how did that happen? That's some bull right there. Yeah. Tovalar, whenever a wolf or a werewolf deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. This is a werewolf, even when it is not in wolf form. How about that green card advantage, huh? You know what would be really disappointing? If they played a Sky Maul. But nope, it looks like it's double Ass Pirate. If they make a 4/4 though, we're gonna punish it severely. Because we have that Dragon's Fire Goldspan combination to deal 4 damage. It's gonna be nice. Bang! Yeah, they're not gonna like that. So you're gonna chump block or let me draw 2? We've got 3 mana Toski now. Okay. I guess I'll play this 4/3. I mean, 4/3 trample with this card is pretty legit. Opponent, you're gonna need a few more lands, and you're gonna need to kill this. Like, Ass Pirate Tribal. It's trying to do it all. The card is trying to do it all. And you know what? It transformed. How did it transform? They played this. What am I missing? They played this. I did not. I mean, on my turn, I played this. Why did they transform? Right click for more information. How did it transform? At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 3 or more wolves, it becomes night. Oh yeah. Read the card, CGB. That is something that the backside does. I totally forgot about this text of the card. Now I feel like an idiot combined master of the frickin' universe. Oh my lord. I 100% forgot that was a thing. Completely forgot that was a thing. Trample? No trample? Kissing Wolf run time? Kill him. Dead. Okay, new cards, man. There's so much text on these cards. New cards, baby. On the play with the Naturalist. Let's see if the Naturalist can do something. It's been, you ain't been getting there much. Ain't been flipping, ain't been attacking much. Not gonna do it this time either. Well, we won't flip, but maybe we trade with the Shambling Ghast and then play Arlen on an empty board. We'll see. But yeah, I'm kind of ready to be off this card, to be honest. Oh, they did nothing. Oh, ho, ho. That might be an oops, huh? So we could play the Stormseeker on the night side. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. What? What? I will gain Trample and Haste. Thank you. 3 mana, 6/5 Trample Haste. Is that okay? Is that good? You can play your Deadly Dispute now. Holy crap. Alright, they're gonna need some pretty awesome stuff here as they go into a 5 mana turn. They can double spell to flip it back if they want to. They're going Predator. Do they have a creature to play with it to keep that indestructibility? Yeah, that's a great turn for them. They do use their treasures well. They get out a creature. They can give it indestructible. These transform back. So the trick is to play... we want to Dragon's Fire this. So I think we attack here. They sacrifice. We don't want to attack with this one because they might block and let the gas kill it. Although I guess if they do that, we also kill the Predator. Okay. Do I have a use for the mana? Not really. So we'll go with this one. But yeah, I think what we do here is we send this in. Doesn't have the trample anymore, unfortunately. Opponent blocks like this. They sacrifice the Shambling Ghast, and then we Dragon's Fire the Predator and after that. Maybe I was supposed to hold this. We're definitely getting to the point where it could be good, especially if I draw an untapped red next turn. So, okay. I play Goldspan Dragon. They'll want to kill the dragon, so let's give the bonus elsewhere. Drop you to 8. What else you got? Is it Blood on the Snow time for the opponent? If it is, we get to play Goldspan, turn it sideways. They won't have a creature to sacrifice to the Predator unless they have another mana and a 1-drop. Oh, they get the Merchant? That's sus. You sure that's what you want? Yeah. Arlen? So this whole game was kind of amazing in the way that it spiraled because the opponent let it flip to Knight for our turn 3. Otherwise, I don't think we could have put it even close to this much pressure on them. Not even close. So that'll be something to watch for when your opponent plays this card on turn 2, is you got to make a play. Like, you can't get cute instant speed with your Deadly Dispute. You got to do it on your turn. Okay, opponent. Price of Loyalty. Okay. Combined with the Merchant, that's really good. They get to take out Arlen, sacrifice it, draw a card, and they're not quite dead. We just need to draw 2 damage, though.
Tonight we go hungry.
Okay, yeah, they can still use these. They can still do it. You got this? Jeez. Okay, they've really got this. They got this for days. They even got land they can sacrifice to their Merchant if they want. Oh, they are turning this all the way around. Look at that. I thought we had this. We don't have this, do we? Alright, let's flip it tonight. Hope to draw some haste and somehow cheese them out. But we don't have this no more. How many dragons did we use? 2. Yeah, if I still had the Shatter Skull Smashing, that would be nice. So many draws we could hit, though. The new Wolf Run card. When you're on the night side, a lot can go right. Let's see if they double spell here to flip it again. Okay, that enters on the wolf side. But making these 3/3s doesn't make them better attackers. But I guess we play it, see what happens. Lord of the Olvenwald. See if they steal it. They are touchy. Just fingering all over my cards. All over all of the cards on the board. Wow. They are Crackle with Power Deck. You think they have another one? One way to find out. Land. Oh, we're doing it again. We're gonna touch everything. You gotta touch everything before you make a move. That's the rules. Rules of the game here. I wonder if they had, instead of crackling, just crack the treasure vault. Would they have enough mana to kill me? That takes a lot, right? That's like 14 mana to win the game. Okay. Well, they're doing it now. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, if they have another Crackle with Power, they have it. They have the mana, so they need to survive this turn. We need to draw something to crew this chariot. Oh, that ain't it. That ain't it. Let's keep the wolf tokens to the best of our ability. They might gang up on the chariot, which, you know, fine. Drop you to 2. All right, they're playing around. Shock your face. If they draw a card here, they probably don't have Crackle, because if they had it, they just have lethal. Nice. Oh, Den, why are you so tapped? Why are you so tapped? All right. All right. Man, they're just fidgeting these merchants, man. Will they? Whoa, giving up what could be a blocker? Why? Do you have another one? Touching all the cards, touching all the cards. Price of loyalty. They're trying to get this win. Okay. They need 2 more damage. No. Okay. I mean, right now, it's just... Right now, the attack power-up Bugbear is lethal on board. What do you got? I mean, I thought we were way ahead in this game. They definitely turned it on me. But I don't think they're gonna hold on. Boom. Big draw. It's new set day. We'll keep passing out the love. All right. Oh my gosh. Clutch, cluck, cluck. Almost got there on us. Holy cow. Godzilla? Oh no. But we go first, so we'll probably win. No 2-drop is really cringe, but we'll hit something, then play this, and run them over chariot style, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun. All right, they didn't give us a target yet, but maybe they will on their turn. Temple of the Dragon Queen naming green, so that's probably party. Very un-Godzilla deck to play. I'm ready. I'm ready. Pass that priority. That card's going down. Red on pathway. Weird. Ow! 3 points. What is this deck? Teamer. Teamer something something. Okay. Okay. Let's see if this happens. They better interfere with this. I've got something. They've got something good. That Jawari Disruption. I hope they miss a land drop now. They also got to eat their treasure. Some kind of a go big spell stack. They took out our best possible line. I mean, but they've also got Sentinel and Innkeeper, so I don't know. Don't know what all's going on here. Very unusual pile. I'm going to touch all their cards just to tilt everybody at home. Welcome to the nighttime. Things hit a little harder now. So, do we go for the Arlen? It might get countered, but we don't have anything else to play. So, we could play around Jawari Disruption again with a different drop. Yeah, let's go for that, just in case. You know how the shuffler is. 1 Jawari, 4 Jawaris. Let's mix up our targets. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Yeah. Goodbye, Mr. Bond. We've slain Godzilla. So, good curve on the draw, no removal. A lot could go wrong. Also, the dens are going to be a little off. The dens might ruin our curve a bit. Opponent opens on Sentinel. Might just be game right there. Let's see what they can do with it. Interesting. Implies Snakeskin Veil. Or maybe Inscription of Abundance. I really wanted 1 Inscription in my deck. I really did. Maybe that's still supposed to happen. Primal Adversary, I haven't actually kicked it in a way that's meaningful yet. So maybe it should be an Inscription of Abundance. Dude. Your inscription is so clearly an inscription. It's like it's inscribed on your face. Let's get the Stormseeker on the field. If we make this a 3 and attack with it and an inscription, then we're in trouble. So I'm just not going to. There are times when playing around things are stupid, but here I think I know what's going on. Gnarly Professor. Okay. How are we going to top that? That's how. Do they have a veil, though? They might. Let's see if we can get it out of them. I've got a sneaky plan. And if it works, I might also actually get to the night side. Okay, tradesies. Coward. Alright, no spells cast. Pass turn. So, little complicated, because they might use they might cast Anatomy and use some kind of protection. So using Dragon's Fire there is pretty bad. But we gotta try to find a target this turn to make it good. They go in for the Professor number 2. Okay. Okay, I see you. So if they double spell here, they flip back. So that might get them to act. Let's find out. Containment Breach. Not gonna play that this turn. They're just gonna attack for 5. No blocks. All right. I guess if they have Veil, we get it out of them. I guess the highest upside is to kill this, but if they put the counter here, they can't defend well with this one. And I still think it's the right to go after this one. We know it's probably getting veiled, but maybe it doesn't. At this point, they've got enough mana, they've got enough threats, we can't play around it. Oh, also they're gonna flip. God, they're gonna flip, and I gave them the spot to. Maybe this was a big mistake. Maybe that's not great. But, dragon. We coming over the top now. We got some pretty big creatures to worry about. But our dragon's getting big. And it's gonna make mana. But these have trample. It's 11 points of trample. So we're probably chumping. So we need... Gosh, what do we need? Does this do it? Can turn some lands into 3/3s? Let's see what happens. They're like a fight spell away from victory, right? Okay. Guess they don't have that. There's 13 coming in. Vigilance is a pain too. Ugh. Old growth troll. This has not gone well, but I think we're going to adversary, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can make 2 3/3s and the adversary. Is that enough to keep us alive at 5? Pretty close, right? What if we play Arlen and flash an adversary in? Ah, there's too much trample. There's too much trample out there. Okay, I think, yeah, this is the line. Obviously, they've got the Reachy Sentinels. Those can be... Working our way through those is going to take a little bit. A couple of turns. Play this. Alright, can you help me win a game? Am I still dead? I can take the hit from the troll, absorb all the damage from the professor, but we still need to block elsewhere. The Haven might be too much. How much gets through here? 1, 2. If I block like this, block like this. Ugh, it's too much trample, right? I think it's too much trample. If they hold back the Sentinel, though... Okay. They held back the Sentinel. This is lethal. So we need to do like this. I think that's still alive. And they have a pack leader. Okay. Okay, how do I get out? The 6/6 currently dominates the board. If we can play enough things, this makes a pair of 2/2s. The attack from the gold span, we're at 1, so trading with anything is good, but of course the trampling's a big problem. So 2 mana here. We make a 2/2, and we make another 2/2. It's a lot of 2/2s. And they have this. So we need to put 2 creatures in front of that. 1/3/3 here, 1/2/2 here. And we're alive. Or we could hold back the dragon and just make 4 creatures. If the opponent's going to top deck a removal spell, they'll beat us anyway. But it doesn't get us further ahead. Whereas next turn, I think we win if we attack with dragon. It's really close, though. All they need is, like, a way to buff the troll, right? And we lose. We lose to, like, any kind of a buff off the top. But they have to be able to do the buff and activate the Haven, and they have to probably do it without the Sentinel. They can also just not block here. But they're not going to do that. We can tell that from last turn, but they probably should have considered it. Okay. So close. So they can also make this a 5/3, but we can absorb all that trample damage too, if they just attack with this. Couldn't be closer. Come on, Arlen, carry me home. Carry me home, girl. Take me home, mama. Yep, if they're gonna block, if they attack without activating, then we have to put the 3/3 and the 2/2 in front of the pack leader, and 2 2/2s in front of the troll. And they are hoping to draw something to buff, because they can make this a 5/3 trample. And was their last card good enough? Game's not quite over either. They're still at 10. They're still at 10 with creature lands. This attacks for 8. Untapped land attacks with Den, though. Oh, they drew another Sentinel? Oh my goodness. We draw a tapped land. All right, well, we have to trade here, and then what? They power up Haven, and they can power up Lair, so we'd have to block 2 things. Can we do that? We'd have the mana to turn on the Den. We need them to just attack with 1 thing, not 2. Also, they can just take the damage, right? They don't lose. So we need them to make a mistake. It's the only way.
Follow the enemy's scent. They're close.
Next time it'll be night. We have flash now, so this can flash in. They find the land. I mean, do they power up the layer? Man, these creature lands being tapped at the wrong time has cost me so many times today. I think they've got to go. I think we got to cut them. I think a different version of the deck is required. This isn't good enough. The tap land has just been too painful. Too many creature lands. Maybe we will try the snow thing. They do attack with all. Not good enough. Who do we want to kill us? I suppose that pesky sentinel, huh? Screw these lands. Close game, though. And we are back for the post-game wrap, and let's check the stats powered by untapped.gg. And 8-7 overall. 0% on the draw. I think that says it all. The deck runs downhill like nobody's business, but has no resiliency. I'm very unsatisfied with my build. So, if you stay till the end, you're going to get a heads up of what I think the future might hold. Because while I think a lot of the ideas behind what I'm trying to do are sound, it's not enough. And yeah, I think that the deck, I think that throwing in the Goldspan, doing the Chariot Stormseeker combo, which seems really good, and playing Kessig Naturalist, which also seems like it should be really good, it's just not coming together for me. The lands have been absolute traitors, a lot of mulligans and a lot of tapped land at the wrong time. So the mana base definitely needs a tweak. And since you stayed to the end, since you are that cool, this is probably the next version I'm going to play. I'm going to test the assumption on the snow lands. And having cheap removal spells, I think, is going to be too important. And I'm cutting Goldspan Dragon. We're keeping Isika's Chariot Stormseeker combo, but we're going with Arlen, and we're going with Tovolar, and we're still going to try Naturalist, but we're going to give Pack Leader and Ranger class a shot, and we're going to try cheap removals, because being unable to win a game on the draw is completely unacceptable to me, in my opinion. So this is the future that we're going to give a try. Don't be surprised when it's not the deck list you see below, but you can find it on my profile if you go there on untapped.gg. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I'll see you in the next video. Ow! Welcome to Innistrad.